Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, in the last couple of weeks, we have talked about effective communication along with the power of active listening. And this topic ties into how we communicate. And the topic is about no being a complete sentence. I'll give you 3 methods on how to effectively say no and share a little bit of information about the word no being a complete sentence. So, no is a difficult thing to say. Resistance to this word is usually related to the need to seek approval from others, lack of self esteem, or self worth. No is a word most of us use infrequently, and when we say no, it's usually added with a whole bunch of explanations. But no, my friends, is a complete sentence, and here's why. So, no is a way to create personal boundaries that helps you to concentrate your time on doing things that impact your life. For a lot of people, saying no is really difficult because sometimes it brings feelings of guilt. We feel like we're not doing enough and that things are just going to go fall apart because without us from our personal involvement. And we may just be a people pleaser. The good news is that learning to say no can become your superpower that you never thought existed. Of course, there are people who will most likely challenge your why when you offer a respectful decline. If this happens, you can state no is a complete sentence, which may feel a bit harsh, and it takes courage and a little bit of vulnerability to say these words. For me, when I have been pushed for a reason why, I've often come up with an honest response, like, I'm tired and mentally unable to commit to another thing on my plate. This really allows me to be raw and honest and has actually inspired my friends to do the same thing. And most of the time, my friends appreciate my honesty, even if they don't want to hear the no. So here are 3 methods to practice saying no. Number 1 is practice using direct statements. It's difficult to say no directly, which may cause you to be passive with your words. So start out small by adjusting your words. Like if you say I can't, change it to I don't, because I can't conveys uncertainty. I don't is really firm and direct, which creates boundaries. Eventually, when you feel comfortable and strong enough, you can begin to say no without any explanation. And number 2, practice on yourself. If you're not ready to say no to others, start saying no to yourself. And when learning to say no isn't something you only need to do with other people, it's something you need to learn to say to yourself. And saying no to yourself means creating personal boundaries, self-care, and self-respect. Recognizing what's right for you and what's good for your highest good. So here are some ways to say no to yourself. Saying no to checking news every day. Saying no to social media feeds because it depletes you. Or saying no, I will not check my phone first thing in the morning. And here's the other one. Saying no to compulsive buying when you know you may not be able to pay that bill next month, or that it's just not right for you. Saying no to yourself helps you to become mindful during your day when you're acting in autopilot, reacting instead of choosing. Practice on a friend is number 3, who won't be offended. The best person to practice with is a friend who's emotionally intelligent and is open to personal growth conversations. It's so important to find the people you trust, and it makes it easier with practicing with those kind of people. And for what it's worth, you can always ask them, hey, I'm trying to practice being honest with doing things that I don't really want to do. We have to be willing to clear these things from our lives that deplete our energy in the smaller scale, where we're not actively choosing to say yes and just allow things into our lives. Creating new habits means understanding where you've become familiar, where you've lost touch with the moment. Let me reinstate. No is a complete sentence. You don't owe anyone anything except for those who have earned your respect. Communicating your intentions can be respectful and opens the door for deeper understanding. It's not a rule that you need to give someone a reason at all times. Saying no is really a skill that needs to be harnessed. It's important because it impacts our emotional, our physical, energy and relationships, and the ability to be effective in our everyday living. As a society, we get better at setting boundaries so that we're happier and healthier at home, at work, and with ourselves, so that we can reclaim our time. This can give us more time and space to create and accomplish what aligns with our individual goals and purpose. So I hope you found this video helpful. And remember, yes is also a complete sentence. You can also say yes when it aligns with what works for you. So if you have any comments or if you found this helpful, comment below. Signing out, Sacred Wild Woman.